Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for the voiceover here, but when I was recording the video, it was really loud in the house and the sound didn't come out well, so I just figured this would be a quick way to do it. I'm going to go over this video as quickly as possible, get to the point, show you guys what I'm doing. Don't want to waste your time. So, this video is basically just me selecting the substrate and how I got it in there. I decided to go ahead and use pool filter sand. Again, mostly because I had a ton left over. I really didn't see the point in, going out and buying something new, when I had this on hand. So the first thing I did really was rinse the pool filter sand really, really well, just like I did before. And I'll put a link up showing you guys how I rinsed it in detail and everything before I put it in the 6-gallon edge. I just use a bucket outside. Here's a picture to show you guys kind of what I did in a hose. I started by putting the pool filter sand around the edges of the aquarium. You can see here. And that's basically so I can hold some of the other substrate in place and not see it. What I decided to use was some Fluorite Dark. I found it really, really, really cheap and decided that would be a good base for any root feeder plants that I was going to use. So once I put the sand around the edge there to kind of keep the fluorite at bay, so that way you couldn't see it and it would just look like sand, I started adding the fluorite. I did not rinse the fluorite. It seemed like a wasted step. I really don't understand why I would really need to, because I'm going to use a sand cap on top of this. So I just used a shovel to kind of scoop it in there to begin with. And I was, just moving it around, making sure that it was, pretty much flat, ready to go. I think I ended up using about 1.5 bags of fluorite. I don't remember the exact size of the bag, but it was, a decent amount. But like I said, I got it cheap. It was on sale. I think I ended up picking it up for about $5 a bag at a local fish store. They were, I guess, no longer going to carry it. So I just smoothed it around, trying to keep it below the sand line as much as possible. And then I went ahead and added a little bit more of that clean pool filter sand around the edge, so that way none of the fluorite would really show. I didn't want some sort of weird mixed substrate. And I just went through and spread it out and everything. So the one thing I was really concerned about was depth. I didn't want anything way, way, way too deep. I'll probably add some Malaysian trumpet snails in there to help turn the sand over in the substrate, just to prevent some of that anaerobic stuff. You can see I went through and added a little bit more here and there. And I was constantly checking the depth, making sure that it just didn't get way too deep. Once I thought the fluorite was good, I had a good amount in there for a nice, nutrient-rich substrate. I started capping. And by capping, I'm, just saying I put sand right over the top. And I just another bucket full of really cleaned, well-washed sand. The pool filter sand, which I think I got, I don't know, the video I put a link to will kind of explain, but it was a large bag, a lot of weight for nothing, like $9, $10. So it was really cheap. I would say total this substrate, with the fluorite and everything, cost me, I don't know, $20 tops for this 36-gallon aquarium. And I went through and just did the best I could to kind of smooth it out. I would try to push it back to the corner, but there's no point. I know the water's gonna rinse it out. So I wanted some little accent rocks, so I had a bag of pea gravel. I used my handy dandy Wash-O-Matic bucket here, and it's just a 5-gallon bucket that I drilled some holes in. Then I poured some pea gravel in and kept flushing it until it was clean, no more dust or anything. and then let it drain out, brought it inside, and just sprinkled some pea gravel right on top. The only reason I did this was just to break it up. It's such a large area to cover. I really did not like the look of just plain sand. I'm not exactly sure what stones and wood I'm going to use for the main part of the hardscape yet. That should be coming shortly with a video once I decide. I'm leaning towards maybe lava rock just because I can get that easily. So here's the substrate and everything. Hopefully you guys think it looks pretty decent. I like it so far. We're getting there. In the next video I'm going to show you guys continuing to set up this 36 gallon, hopefully with some hardscape, maybe some plants. As always guys, if you appreciate any of this in any way, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. If you have any comments, any feedback, I know the videos are not the best produced, but I'm working on that. But go ahead and subscribe, share it with anyone, you know, everything to help me out.